That's a lot of questions.
That's okay. Come on.
Someone asked.
If we have to go longer, we will.
Okay, someone asked, people of color, melanated people, they wrote people of color, can they activate faster than others? Is this because of the melanin, or is there more to it?
There's always more to it. But the melanin is one of the reasons that you can do it faster. There's absolutely more to it. However, the darker someone is, the faster they can get this stuff together, because the more light that they are. By that I mean, again, we're going to use the science of color, and then we're going to use not the science of color, okay? Let's just take not the science of color. If you take a bunch of color crayons and you put them on a piece of paper and you start blending them together, the more colors you add, the darker the color appears to be. Therefore, the more frequencies of color you have as you're looking at the colors getting darker, there are more resonances and more frequencies resonating there that makes it darker. The red, the blue, the green, and all these different colors blended together create this darker thing that people keep calling blackness or melanin richness. That's just merely a multitude of resonances going on, of frequencies vibrating together going on. But when you get into sciences of color, when you look at what people call so-called black, scientifically, if you're looking at something and it appears to be black, that's the color that's not there. That's the color that is not there. If you look at something that is supposed to be what you call white, that is a color that's not there. So these people that you keep calling white are supposed to be so-called white and pure and this and that. Whiteness and the whole science there is the color that's what's lacking. That's what they don't have. And this thing that you guys call so-called blackness, that's what's not there. But this thing that people call blackness is really a multitude of color frequencies resonating together to create this spectrum of multicolors that you call black, because it looks like what is black. When in reality, really, that what you call dark is really light. That's really so-called white. And I know I lost everybody, but that's the best I can give you. There's more to it than being melanin rich, but being melanin rich means, like I said before, you have all of these spiraling, spinning melanocytes on your skin that make you dark. And all of that spinning, those spinning vortexes, they're like little eyes, and they're pulling in all these resonances of color and light and sound, if that makes any sense. There's absolutely more to it than just being melanin rich, but melanin rich it's a for lack of better words, it's a leap ahead. That's why people want to keep you behind, but they didn't have to, because the people agreed to sit behind and let these other people try to catch up and graft in. They chose not to, trying to keep the white race pure. Now,
we have two callers, 718 and 301. I see you. I'm going to answer 678 right now. 678, you're on the air.
Greetings, Dr. Bay.
Greetings. How are you?
I'm wonderful. My name is Brother Noble. Because I'm traveling, I want to ask the question, then I'm going to hang up so there's no background noise. I just want to say we really appreciate you. Everyone out in Colorado, we listen to you all the time. But I have this real quick question, and that question is, what is the importance of nationality in everything that you have learned?
Oh, now, I had started getting into nationality, then I didn't. Based on what I've seen, we are already nationalized. Nationalization basically means taking a separate freestanding empire and subordinating it and subjecting it to another one. And that's where we are already. But the concept that you're talking about when you are referring to nationality, which I think I comprehend what you're trying to say, it's very important. You know, the first thing, order of business, is to kind of know who you are. But, you know, when people keep asking me questions like, how do I establish my nationality? To me, the very thing you were trying not in America is what establishes your nationality. Our people have never been a very color-oriented people. We've always been a take them on an individual basis kind of people. But other people are on some color shit. So I'm saying to my people now, who are really not that color-oriented, people have been using color against us forever. It's time to use the color thing to your advantage. Your copper coloring is your damn badge of nationality. Now, we know a lot of people lost their copper coloring, trying to be lighter than a brown paper bag, but, we still know who they are. And then we got a lot of people that you don't know who they are. You'd be surprised who is melanin rich out there in Hollywood every day, passing. And it's known that they're not so-called white, but they don't want to acknowledge that they're, for lack of better words, of the copper-colored family. So they call themselves rainbow people and bilalian people and all this other kind of nonsense people. But I can't say that I'm mad at them. Who wants to be black? Especially when you know what it means. But, hey, people in America that are American, and I think we lost him because I don't hear the background noise anymore. Oh, there you are. That whole copper-colored brown complexion that you have, that is your badge of nationality. That's your nationality card, in my opinion. Personally, we're trying to figure it out. I think that is your nationality card.
All right. Well, I really appreciate it. Thank you for your time. And
I hope I answered it.
Yeah,
Thanks
you
for
did.
calling. Okay, it's important, but everybody already knows who we are, except those people that are really dummied down, which unfortunately is more people than we want to talk about.
301, you're on the air.
Greetings, Dr. Bay.
Greetings.
Just want to thank you for taking the time out and sharing the information that you've researched. My question is, through my research of words, I've tied Germany with England, Rome, and Canaan, and I wanted to get your thoughts on, do you think this feudalism ties back to the biblical curse of Canaan?
Whoa. I don't know that it ties back to the curse. You're correct when you unify all of those things together, but I don't know if it ties back to feudalism. I'm not sure that I can say that there's a connection between the feudalism and the curse of Canaan. I don't know that I see that. But just because I don't see it doesn't mean it's not there. But I don't see the feudalism being connected. But I will say this. A lot of people that have this so-called mark of pale complexion, or the mark of Cain, or the curse of Canaan, or whatever you want to call it, a lot of them have moved away from a lot of that stuff. They've evolved to a certain point past the ridiculous stuff. And since I explained to everybody that there is not one race or this racism, what it is racialism. You're only going to be able to promote racialism, which other people call racism, when you are part of a race. If your mom had 2 boys and a girl, the 2 boys and girl, those 3 children, those are a race. They are the race of their stock, and their stock is their parents. Their mom and dad are their parents, which are the stock, and the children are the race. Now, most people are not a part of this so-called white race that they think is misruling everybody, going into the Canaan business. What you're dealing with, like I said in a prior show, is this incested out crew these people are a race because they keep marrying their own sisters, their own brothers, their own nieces, their own nephews, their own mother, their own father, and their cousins. They keep marrying into their own bloodline. They breed their own stock, if that makes any sense. So they are a race. They're a whole inbred race of crazies, and they're on some whole other agenda about everybody. And they have a lot of people thinking that it's about being white when it's not about being what they think is white. It's about being a part of our ancested bloodline. And we are going to use people that think they're white to push this agenda while they're distracted on some other people about their color or their turbans or whatever the case may be. We're pushing our agenda because we want to stay on top of everybody. There's not that many of them. Okay, the people that are misruling the world, this little inbred, incested out tribe, they're not as large as people think, and they are not as powerful as people think. What gives them the power is all of the people that are what you call Jews, what you call Nazis, what you call Christians, what you call Catholics, what you call Bloods, what you call Crips, what you call the Klan, or all these other little moving crews that are operating on some whole other agenda that they think is about something, and it's not about that. Oh, we're black, we're white. No, we're the in crowd and you're not. We're Eastern Stars and you're not. They think they're pushing some other agenda when they're really pushing the agenda for this inbred tribe that's all about their race, which is their immediate bloodline family. And their bloodline does not include a bunch of other people, but they use other people, and that's why they appear to be so powerful, because other people are doing all their work for them. There's just not enough of them. If people stop doing all the work, they die off. They'd be easy to kill if people quit doing all the work for them. You know, but it's easy to mislead people because they're on feudalism, and they need to be on feudalism because they're all the same blood. So they're going to die and fight and kill for their blood, especially since they're trying to stay in charge and stay in control and stay in power. And as long as everybody below them doesn't know that they're just being misruled by a bunch of inbred people that are psychopathic, sociopathic, psychotic, have lost their melanin if they had any, lost their mind if they had any, and they're on some whole other low chakra, fear, greed, hoard, everything is ours mentality. As soon as the people stop being pawns for them, then the game will stop working. But I don't know that I would say the curse of Cain or Canaan and the feudalism are linked. I don't know that I could say that.
Yeah,
doesn't mean it isn't. I just don't know if I can say it.
Right. Yeah, because I remember in one of the previous discussions you had said that it's their the drive behind them getting everybody into this molestation and homosexuality is to, at the end, say to the Creator that they're no different from us. And I just, thought that might have been some sort of a link.
There may be, but I don't know that I would put that to feudalism, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
There's definitely a link there, but I don't know if I would put that with feudalism. You got to remember what feudalism is. Feudalism is killing someone for killing one of your relatives, no matter what the reason, whether it was justified or not. You killed my brother. So all of my brothers and my whole race, which is my tribe, which is my family lineage bloodline, are responsible for vindicating the death of my brother. And that means killing the perpetrator and everybody in their family and everybody in their race. But people thought that race was about being white and race was about being black. Race is about being a part of a particular downline of a set of parents.
Okay. Understood. Thank you once again. You are appreciated, and I will let you get to some other questions.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
321, you're on the air. They hung up.
That's okay.
321.
You guys absolve me for chewing this candy. I haven't eaten anything all day. I've been outside. And it just dawned on me. I've been chewing candy all day, and I'm on the radio, and I know y'all can hear me. My bad.
Okay, I have a question from the chat room. They said these people